Hey guys, it's me. I'm just talking to the same person over again. It's always the same repetitious songs, the same stuff all the time. Now, it's from my old job, of course. Of course. It's from my old job. Now, it's illegal. It is illegal to stalk someone on the internet, right? Right? See, I don't have that knowledge. I don't have the backdoor key. I don't know coding. I don't know none of that. I just know the internet isn't secure. It's not. Or I don't know how to make provisions to secure my Facebook, my YouTube, my Instagram, all that, you know? So if I've never deleted my history, that history can go on. I'm sure it did go on for. I never really delete my history. Why? There's nothing I have to hide. But if somebody isn't allowed, from an outside source to look at your fucking history, that's illegal. That is illegal. And to keep this repetitious stuff going. Yes, it's somebody that likes to get a rise out of me. Whatever. I don't know. It's irritating. It's very irritating. And it's funny because if I were to explain it to somebody, like a normal person, they would think I was crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm not. But it'll drive someone crazy though. It will. And that's not good. That's not good. I have to wing myself off this YouTube or whatever. But this person that stalks or whatever, they always profess they love and all that. I am not a lovable person. I'm not. I'm probably the opposite of that. Really. Really. But I get it. I know this is kind of like an encrypted kind of thing, but it's to that person. I always thought, well, I always thought it was like the ex, but I think it's an ex and somebody else and maybe a couple other people. Now, it's not good to do that, but everyone's got a digital footprint. Even a hacker has a digital footprint. But it's kind of made me curious about this coding stuff. So it's like DOS, right? You know, we had a Commodore 64. And I think my dad had a couple magazines. They're probably in the attic. Mom never throws anything away. And with this computer, it was all about coding. It took a whole 3 pages to make a Halloween pumpkin on the computer. It was one graphic. It was one effing graphic. Now with the technology we have, it's gone way over my head. But not so much as I know what it is. It's a backdoor key. And if you have that key, it opens up a whole different thing. Because everything's just numbers. Right? like math. It's almost taunting me, right? You're taunting me because right now, I don't like it when someone has more knowledge than I do. I really hate it. I'm like, I'm not dumb. I can try to learn that too. And it's kind of got me thinking maybe I should just take a class or two. But it's probably more than that. But if I got the passion for it, and if I need to know, you know, I kind of need to know. It's kind of put me there. Like, I want to know what this shit is. I want to know how you do this. Because I know what's been done to me for, over a year now is illegal. It's illegal. And it shouldn't happen to anybody. People should just have their own privacy on the internet. Unless you're like on the, dark web. Those are like areas that you really shouldn't go. So, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. It's very, I don't know. But it's got me thinking. Like, how does one do that? What are the codes? Like, what are you looking for? How does one do this? Like, because it's being done. It's a being done. So, whatever. Whatever. I don't need to do that to anybody else's page. I don't. You can. I don't. You know? Especially with this. It's irritating. It's not irritating. It's. I like to, like. What is that term that we used in the 80s? Reach out and touch someone? That's what I want to do. I want to reach in there and, like, grab someone and just, But you can't because it's all hidden. Just like a real covert narcissist. A real covert piece of shit. All right, guys, that's it.